Our saint today is Saint Andrew the Apostle. The name Andrew is a Greek name which stands for manhood or valor. Like other Greek names, it appears to have been common among the Jews, Christians, and other Hellenized people of Judea. No Hebrew or Aramaic name is recorded for Andrew. Andrew the Apostle was born between AD 5 and AD 10 in Bethesda, Galilee. The New Testament states that Andrew was the brother of Simon Peter, and likewise a son of John or Jonah. He was born in the village of Bethesda on the Sea of Galilee, and the first striking characteristic of Andrew was his name. It is not Hebrew, like Simon Peter, as might be expected of a baby born in Bethesda, but it was Greek. Both he and his brother Peter were fishermen by trade, hence the tradition that Jesus called them to be his disciples by saying that he would make them fishers of men. Subsequently, in the Gospels, Andrew is referred to as being present on some important occasions as one of the disciples more closely attached to Jesus. Andrew told Jesus about the boy with the loaves and the fishes in John 6:8. When Philip wanted to tell Jesus about certain Greeks seeking him, he told Andrew first. John 12:20-22. Andrew was present at the Last Supper. Andrew was one of the 4 disciples who came to Jesus on the Mount of Olives to ask about the signs of Jesus' return at the end of the age. Andrew preached in Scythia. The Chronicle of Nestor adds that he preached along the Black Sea and the Dnieper River as far as Kiev, and from there he travelled to Novgorod. Hence, he became the patron saint of Ukraine, Romania, and Russia. According to tradition, he founded the See of Byzantium, later Constantinople and Istanbul, in AD 38, installing Stachys as bishop. According to Hippolytus of Rome, Andrew preached in Thrace, and his presence in Byzantium is also mentioned in the apocryphal Acts of Andrew. Basil of Seleucia also mentioned the Apostle Andrew's missions in Thrace, Scythia, and Achaia. This diocese would later develop into the Patriarchate of Constantinople. Andrew, along with Saint Stachys, is recognized as the patron saint of the Patriarchate. Andrew is said to have been martyred by crucifixion at the city of Patras in Achaia. Early texts describe Andrew as bound, not nailed, to a Latin cross of the kind of which Jesus is said to have been crucified. Yet the tradition developed that Andrew had been crucified on a cross of the form called crux decusata, or an X-shaped cross, now commonly known as the St. Andrew's Cross, supposedly at his own request, as he deemed himself unworthy to be crucified on the same type of cross as Jesus had been. The iconography. I just can't speak tonight, I'm sorry folks. The iconography, we'll just skip the word, of the martyrdom of Andrew, showing him bound to an X-shaped cross, does not appear to have been standardized until the later Middle Ages. The apocryphal Acts of Andrew, mentioned by Eusebius, Euphanius, and others, is among the disparate group of Acts of the Apostles that were traditionally attributed to Lysias, Canarius. These acts belong to the 3rd century, circa AD 260, in the opinion of M.R. James, who edited them in 1924. Andrew's remains were shipwrecked in Scotland. Thus, he became the patron saint of Scotland and had the world-renowned golf course, St. Andrew, named after him. He is the patron saint of 12 countries and 14 different acts or themes, including sore throats. So please Google him or use Wikipedia to learn more about what can be listed here in this short essay. Peace be with you.